Hey everybody, welcome back to Juggling Mental Health. Today, we're going to learn how to juggle 3 clubs. Let's get to it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Juggling Mental Health. In this video, we're going to learn the basics of club juggling. So, get yourself 3 clubs, and today I'm going to be practicing outside so that we have a little bit more ceiling height. Are you ready? Alright, for club juggling, you want to consider something that we didn't have to think of with the balls, is how you're holding the club when you throw it. I want you to grab the club in the middle and try throwing it to your one hand, just like that. Now try grabbing the club further down near the end and throwing that. Do you feel how it's a little less stable and it really puts the weight at the end of the club? If you go up even higher, it spins really fast, but again, it doesn't give you much time. So find the spot where the weight is in the club, usually right near the top of the handle, and throw that to yourself in your hand a few times. Alright, to start out, we're going to take our first club. Now, club juggling is a little bit different from ball juggling, because instead of just throwing one object from one hand to another, we're also going to throw in a rotation. So we're going to start out by running that drill first. So take your first club, and again, put your feet shoulder width apart. Let your breathing drop and your shoulders drop. And when you feel ready, we're going to take that first club and we're just going to do a rotation from one side to the other. Just like that, nice and easy. We're going to do this about 10 times, back and forth. Alright, for step 2, building to our basic club cascade, we're going to continue that toss from one hand to another we just did, but we're going to be throwing another one underneath. So when that first club is in the air and reaches the apex, we're going to throw the other one underneath, just like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, up, 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 up. And as I'm throwing, you can see there's a hole in the pattern. We have time here. So after you've done that about 10 times, we're going to move on to step 3. Alright, before we move to step 3, we want to look at our grip again. So, what I have here is I have 2 clubs in my strongest hand, and I have them making an X pattern. Now, I put the first one in my palm, and the second one, I use the top 3 fingers to hold just like that. So, when I throw it to my other hand, I'm throwing it just from my fingertips. So, practice that a few times. Just like that. Up. Up. Now again, I'm starting with this in my strongest hand, just like having 2 balls in one hand when we started that out. So when I start out the third, it moves nice and easy. Alright, for step 3, we're going to be adding our third club into the mix. Now remember, this may not come in all together at once, but just practice, keep trying to get them up in the air as best you can. Alright, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, up, up, up. So you can see as I'm juggling, we're throwing in single rotations of each club. That means it's going around once as we go to each hand. The idea of 3 club juggling can be pretty intimidating, especially as you're starting out. There's some days where for myself, I have trouble getting going because sometimes the idea of it just seems too big. But that's where I ask myself, is there one thing that I can do? A small thing. Maybe it's getting up and taking a shower, or brushing my teeth, or just going up and getting a glass of water. Then when I've done that one small thing, maybe I can do another thing. And maybe that momentum can lead me to another thing, and another, and another. If not, I've at least still done that one thing. With club juggling, we're looking at one thing in another. How one rotation leads to many rotations. And eventually can lead into things like doubles or triples. Thanks so much for watching this week's video. I'd love if you took a moment to subscribe to the channel or just hit the like button. And if you have your own juggling videos, I'd love if you shared it with #JugglingMentalHealth. That's all for this week. We'll see you next time, and in the meantime, keep juggling.